Hello guys, my name is Jesús Hernández,
I'm Elías Hernández.
and we wanted to share a testimony with all of you guys. We wanted to share our story because we know that it's a testimony that's gonna inspire people who have gone through similar things. We were both victims of a crime in October. We were leaving the restaurant, going towards the parking lot, and as we were going to the parking lot, we were waiting for our cars. We were in a group of people. My brothers were there, and we were waiting for my older brother to bring the car. The shooter approached the group of people, and he took out a gun. And when he took out the gun, he started pointing it at people. He started threatening people. He started telling people to leave. We didn't understand what was going on. At first, I thought that it was like a fake gun. You know, I thought it was a fake gun, and I saw the gun pointing at me. And when I saw the gun pointing at me, I lost control of myself. I blanked out. I didn't know if it was real. So as I tried to run away, I encountered the person, the shooter, and he went towards me and he pointed the gun at me and he started shooting. Shot me 3 times. 2 times in my leg, and then I got shot 1 time in my left shoulder.
After Jesus was shot, everything just happened so quickly that I turned around and I didn't react to any of it. So my sudden movement was be heroic and go ahead and get the shooter, because I had seen my brother get shot, and it's not a easy thing to see. You see your brother on the floor bleeding out and you just want to go after the guy. So that's what I did, and I didn't hesitate. As soon as I was maybe 2 feet in front of him, that's when he went and shot me. That's when people started saying, that I got shot, and like he said, the gun looked fake, so I didn't want to believe it either. And so much adrenaline that was going through my body that I didn't even realize I was shot. So the ambulances came within, I would say, 30 seconds. It just happened so quickly, like I said. I remember, them patching me up and, taking us on the beds. And I look over to my brother and he's just unconscious. He looks dead to me.
When I was shot, I immediately went down to the floor. I lost conscious of myself, but I still remember kind of getting like flashbacks. I was on the floor like screaming and yelling, and I felt so much pain, and I hadn't realized that I was shot until I just opened my eyes and I saw a bunch of cops all over me, an ambulance, firemen just carrying me. They took out my clothes, they ripped my pants off, and I didn't know what was going on. I hadn't even known that my brother had got shot. Like I said, I lost consciousness of myself. A lot of times you ask yourself, what is your purpose? And sometimes some may say my purpose is like being a cook or being a soccer player, but I think my purpose is actually I'm already living my purpose. I'm here sitting in the camera talking to you guys. My purpose is to be a better version of myself.
My purpose was always just to live, like just day by day, and I wouldn't really take serving the Lord, I would say, as seriously. Of course, I did it with heart and and everything, but I feel like now my true purpose is to serve the Lord endlessly, because I owe my life to Him. That's why. Like when it all happened, a day later, I did live in regret. But one thing I don't regret is one thing I don't regret is going after that guy after I saw my brother get shot. I don't regret that, because I don't want him to be alone. I just don't regret going after the guy, because what if I did get the guy? he would have like been caught. Right now he's still on the loose, but one day, God will bring justice, but that's one thing I don't regret, but I do regret a lot of other things, but that.
I don't regret what happened to me because everything happens for a reason. Sometimes you don't see those things. Sometimes you don't see why things happen to you. What I do regret is not being in the right crowds of people. Like, I regret just making decisions that weren't helping me. But I don't regret none of this that happened to me because I knew that God is always by my side.
This incident changed my life in the way of appreciating it more. I think it changed me to appreciate God, to trust in God more. So I just want to say that I owe my life to him.
The way it changed my life is that before I didn't appreciate the things that I had. I appreciate waking up every day, every morning. I'm very thankful with God because you always hear people saying like God is powerful, but you don't really get to know his power until he does something powerful in your life.
This incident, it just made me realize that you can only trust God. The only people that I really depended on were my family and God, mostly God, because he's the one that saved my life. A bullet could go anywhere in the body, and I got shot twice, and my brother got shot 3 times. One bullet can end a life, and we're just thankful. One thing I do want to say, to people out there is that do not take your life for granted. God has his days numbered for you, and he has a purpose in your life for you to fulfill until, it's the end of the line. But appreciate your family and God, because that's the only reason why I'm here.
From my experience, I think that the first person to thank is God, because he was always there to protect us. Secondly, I want to thank my family because they were there for me when I was in the hospital. Fortunately, because of COVID, they weren't there physically, but mentally and spiritually, I know they were there with me. And I also just want to thank my pastor because he was there praying for us, and those around him, and those people who actually showed their love and support. They went out of the way to make me feel like I was important. And as I looked at my phone, I just kept seeing messages from my family, and I just realized that they were always there. I owe my life to God because God has given me the opportunity with a second life.
I would like to give my first thanks to God. He's our Savior. We're alive because of him. Secondly, my family. I would like to, one day just give that back to them, that same support, because, they were always there since day one, always, bringing flowers, food, chips, even the little things count, And third, I would definitely thank the church and pastor, because, a lot of people were praying for us, and then pastor, he gave me a lot of hope, like he gave me a lot of hope and, like positive thoughts to keep moving forward.